that what Jason did and how he dropped, how much weight did you drop?
90 pounds.
90 pounds, and what he gained back is his quality of life and health. That's what this is all about. So tell someone, give a word of encouragement before I wrap it up and introduce someone.
Sure. This is my second event, and what I witnessed today, you know, when we made the transition, of course, I lost 90 pounds using the previous program, and I was really still emotionally tied to that. And what I witnessed today, I'm all in with Jeunesse.
Yeah, boy!
I'm all in, and if I can make the decision to let go of the past and move forward to the future,
come on,
I'm going Sapphire by August 31st.
Yeah.
I want you to do it with me.
Come on!
So look, the plan's the plan. What you're going to see over the next 4 months. On next Monday, I fly to Orlando.
Yeah.
And I'm going to meet again with Wendy and Scott. I had a great meeting with them earlier today.
This guy's on.
I'm committed. The plan, they want to do the system. We are still working on what we are doing with the products. Right now we have Core. Right now we have Zen. I'm good with both products. Okay? I want you to know that. I believe in that. I love the Reserve. I love the AM PM. You know my philosophy. Products don't change lives. Programs, systems, and people change lives. Okay? So the biggest thing is, do they have great products? Are you going to recommend that to fill the gaps? Most definitely. So what I'm committed to you is you're going to see all the cool stuff we're doing, all the events that we're going to do. You're going to be able to plug in. We're going to work as a unit to help inspire people to be their very best and take back control of their health and change their lives. Sound good?
Yeah.
So I want you to tell the person next to you that I'm going to improve my health 1% at a time.
I'm going to improve my health 1%
Tell
at
the
a
person
time.
behind you that I'm going to improve my health 1% at a time.
I'm going to improve my health 1% at a time. And the sky's
Make a
on.
commitment that we are together as a community enhancing people's lives. The past is the past. We're going to grow together and we're going to inspire people to be their very best. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, stand up. Give the person next to you a hug. And everyone, 2 people, so stay up. I'm going to introduce 2 people that are going to end up wrapping this up. This next person is to me one of the greatest performance communication coaches in the world. And he's a dear friend of mine. He came over here, he wanted to experience it, and he wants to share a powerful takeaway for you. So please, put your hands together for Mr. Stephen Griffin.
You guys can have a seat. Go ahead and have a seat. So how many of you are totally fired up?
Oh, yeah. Wow. That's right.
Here's the question. What's going to happen tomorrow? That's a question I want you to just ask yourself. What's going to happen tomorrow?
Freaking hustle.
Because what I do for a living is work with individuals and organizations that perform at their highest level consistently. And I'm going to share with you one question that if you answer it, it will guarantee you'll take this momentum, it will take it, and you will actually fulfill what's in your mind and your heart right now. You want to know what the question is?
Yeah.
Only one person, come on over, I'll just listen to this question, and write it down if you have a pen. Because most people will not coach you on this. It's very simple. Who do I need to be to have what I want?
Oh.
I didn't ask you what your goal was. I said, who do you need to be?
Oh, yeah.
So right now, think about that. Do I need to be more committed? Do I need to be more focused? More selfish? What is it going to be? More service? All right, now right now, turn to the person next to you and tell them who you need to be. Right now, tell them who you need to be.
Todd Hartog.
Yeah.
Calvin
I was
Becerra.
going to say Angelique.
Calvin Becerra, Todd Hartog.
Jill.
I'm going to be Todd Hartog. Yeah. For real, like, that's my freaking role model. Huh?
All right. So here's the key. Here's the key. So many people focus on the goal, what they want, but they never look at who they have to be. And if you don't have that, it's not going to happen. I've seen it thousands of times. If you know I've got to be this, start focusing on the behavior of your beingness, the goal will show up. Okay?
Speak it.
Last thing for you. You want a bonus?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to give you a bonus.
$6,000.
Here's the thing. Now ask yourself, what could stop me?
Nothing.
Oh yes,
Death.
something can stop you.
Death.
I mean, I want you to just think about it. What's the one thing? Well, if I get tired, or if my mom says don't do it, or my brother or sister, what is the thing? You gotta know this. So you gotta inoculate what potentially is gonna take you off. So right now, 20 seconds, think to yourself, this is a thing that could stop me. Go ahead, write it down. I'm giving you things that are gonna help you right now. Because I've seen it 1,000 times with myself and others. You get excited, and then you don't do anything. All right, turn to the person next to you and tell them. Tell them. I hear a lot of silence.
My girlfriend. Prison. Death. Couple things. Myself, yeah. That's good. That's good. Your girlfriend's gonna slow me down.
Not necessarily.
I mean, unless it's
What
like
if she becomes your
Shannon,
business
Angela,
partner and
Anita,
what if she becomes your business partner and helps you build it?
That's a true story, but
All right.
it's not happened yet.
Now that we got that out in the open, out of the dark into the light, eyes back up here, eyes back up here. Here's the deal. You just identified what's going to stop your performance. You see, we never look at what's going to stop us. Like, oh yeah, we're just going to think positive. You should do that. We also got to be in reality. So you got to know this is the thing, and I just want you to think. You don't have to talk to your neighbor. What are you going to do to prevent that happening? What are you going to do?
Rhino mode.
What are you going to do? Here's the last thing I want to say. The part of the brain that knows and the part of the brain that does are two different parts. What I just took you through is putting those parts together so you can actually take action. So, my hope for each and every one of you that you listen to what I said. Look at that question every day. That question is a guiding light. Who do I need to be? If you got your goals down and that is not written down, folks, I'm telling you, thousands of people, it's going to be tough. Focus on the behaviors of who you can be to your ultimate success, and you will knock it out of the park. Thank you.
Okay. So just so you know, this is like a teaser of events that are going to come.
Yeah.
Steven's a world-renowned performance coach, TV, top celebrity. So his skill sets and the things he offers is massive. But this is the future of the events that we're going to drive. We're going to wrap this up. What's up, Dave? So the next guy I'm going to introduce, and we're going to close it out this way, is a man that you guys know. He's someone who we've done a lot of events with. He's just like Steven, a brother to me. He came here because we're doing some projects together, and Conrad, and Todd, and Lance, and Mike, and Calvin asked him to speak.
Fire.
This man is deep into my heart as well. And as Steven just helped you unlock what's your obstacle, he's going to help you burst through it as you leave this room.
Oh, yeah.
So to me, one of the greatest motivational speakers that we know, please give your hand up for Mr. Rex Crazy.
Little bit of our team momentum.
This has been like a little family reunion. See all your pretty faces and smiles.
Where's your coffee?
Where's my coffee? I'm an addict. I'm an avid addict. Hope you had a great experience over the last couple of days. This was virgin territory to me. I never, don't know too much about the whole company. And I have the opportunity to speak for a lot of different organizations and different companies around the world, including ones within this industry. And Mark said, we were just doing some projects together in LA a couple weeks ago. So Mark said, hey, you gotta come check this out. Why don't you just come see what it's all about? We're gonna do some big things. And talking to some of the different leaders, it was a privilege. And so I wanted to fly in here and be here part of this for the last couple of days. And truly, I was inspired to see a company that has massive momentum and has an opportunity for people to build something, not just for the immediate, but for the long time, for the long term, to bless you and your family. And what I loved was there's not so much flash as there was authenticity.
Yeah.
And I think that gives a lot of people strength when things are transitioning and moving. And I thought about this for a minute. The great coach Vince Lombardi said this, and I was saying this to the Washington Redskins not too long ago. Winning is a habit, and so is losing. Some people get so used to losing that winning seems so far-fetched.
Habits.
And they feel maybe it's not cut out for them. But anybody can one moment decide that a winning streak can happen for their life. It only takes a moment. You can't change your life overnight, but you can change your direction in a minute. How many know that's true?
Yeah.
Why? Because you can become a leader. A leader's a real person of influence. They're a person that has passion, they influence. They influence themselves to do things. What I found is, if you look at, like, for instance, a lion, they're the most lazy creatures on the planet. 19 hours a day in Africa, where I like to spend a lot of time. They sleep. They just sit there. They watch you in your car go right by them. They do nothing. In fact, during the day, the elephant's the king of the jungle. But something happens when that lion gets a little hungry. He gets up. He's not even half the size of that elephant. But at night, his hunger drives him on to satisfy something. Not just to survive the jungle, but to satisfy himself and thrive in that jungle.
Let's go.
That hunger moves him, and once he gets moving, it's interesting to watch a 5-ton elephant move out of the way, and all of a sudden, that lion becomes the king of the jungle.
Let's go.
Every one of us has the ability to get a little bit more hungry than we currently are right now. How do you know when you get a little bit more hungry and desperate to really make a defining decision that things would be different, you change the way you engage with things? Because we all know that whether we have bad or brilliant, it's not based on our ability, it's based on the state we live in.
That's right.
How many know you do different things out of different states?
True.
Come on. You feeling lazy? You make different decisions. You feel excited? You make better decisions. Come on. You feel passion? Well, how do we live in that hungry state that constantly allows us to maximize who we are and what we have on our hands? I think number one, you tell yourself the truth. Most people don't want to tell themselves the truth. They don't want to be ruthless with themselves because denial's a little bit more convenient. But I don't know about you, denial's how I get stuck.
Yeah.
True?
True.
Telling myself the story. So I like to ask myself, if I am where I am 6 months from now, is that going to be good?
No.
If I am where I am in my health, in my relationships, if I am where I am with the business opportunity and the people that I have within my reach, if I do what I've always done, I stay in the same place, am I going to be happy with myself? And I love asking myself that question because the obvious answer is no. Even the very fact that maybe an unconscious belief that drove you to this event is you know there's more to you than what you're currently living and doing right now. How many believe that right now?
Amen.
How many believe there's more for you to attain, to achieve, to accomplish?
Yeah.
That your ability did not come with some retirement plan after Montevideo?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, just want to make sure. But telling yourself the truth allows you to say, hey, you know what? If I stay here, then what? I'm not going to feel good about myself. I find pain is a better driver for me than just pleasure. Because when I just feel pleasure, I do things that are convenient, but not things that are going to make me just commit to doing the ultimate. But I say, I don't want to stay in the same place relationship. I want a deeper relationship with my wife, a deeper relationship with my daughter. I want to connect with people that I'm not connected with before. I want to grow in my gifting, grow in my skill, grow in my knowledge. I want to maximize things that I'm not maximizing now. That lets me lunge further, telling myself the truth. It keeps me hungry. Then I what? Compare myself with a better version of myself. Why? Because that allows me to live a vision. A vision gives you hope, gives you purpose, and allows you to eliminate what must not dominate in your life. And unless you, what? Allows you to narrow your focus but broaden your reach. Interesting. Why? Because when I have a vision of a better version of myself, it changes things. I was in Michael Jordan's office one time, and he has on his wall, all I knew was I never wanted to be average. And they said, who was the toughest person you ever competed against? He said, I never competed against another competitor. I competed against the next version of myself. Because if I looked at what other people were doing, I would not demand what I'm capable of doing. And I can never release my potential looking at what other people are doing. I have to challenge myself. He said, when I couldn't challenge myself enough, I challenged myself by competing against arenas in which floor I could perform and score the most points in and have the most assists in. It was interesting. He said, I always had a vision to expand and live above average because I compared myself with the next version of myself. So let's look for a minute in your business for a minute. Who are you going to become in the next 6 months? What could you achieve?
What could you maximize? What are relationships that you know that, hey, you know what? If they got into this opportunity, they got in business with you, the quality and the quantity of their life would be maximized and increased. That allows you to live with what? Incredible purpose. And purpose always overrides the design. I was telling somebody earlier today, take a bumblebee. According to aerodynamics, a bumblebee cannot scientifically fly. It makes no sense. Its body's too heavy for its wings. But its purpose to go from flower to flower, get pollen, allows it to overcome its design. When you have so much purpose that it consumes you, your purpose always overrides your design. We say, I'm not talented enough here. I don't have enough this. I'm not educated enough here. When you have enough reasons why you have to succeed and why you have to achieve, it always overrides a person's design.
That's good. It's real good. Real
Told me
good.
the back to come up here and rant, so here you go. I did not play. I didn't know I was going to say talk today.
But hunger gets stirred finally by being in the right environment. There's a Hebrew word called nashak, the rubbing off. Something happens when you get other hungry people that are hungry to create, hungry to build, hungry to enterprise. People have ideas on how they want to change the world. We were talking with a guy earlier today for about 2 hours, and he was telling me how he's changing things and creating things and wanting to do things in Africa. I sat there and I was stirred in a conversation. It made me want to go create things. You get around healthy people. You can't get around Mark McDonald and want to eat a lot of stuff with oil in it.
Yeah. True.
I can't get around Todd and Conrad and Lance and Mike. I can't get around them and not start thinking about how you can bring great people together to maximize things. It's how there's power in numbers.
Yes.
You don't have pineapples grow in Alaska. Come on, no matter how well intentioned you are, it doesn't work there. I've never seen a polar bear operate in Hawaii. Been there 29 times. I still yet to see one. But you put it in its right environment, something happens. I've learned this in working with teams. The quickest way to get on a winning streak is getting around people. Get around Calvin. I was around him Shannon at lunch. Get around people that are doing things consistently. It rubs off and makes you sharper. Are the people closest to you? Are they dulling you? Or are they sharpening you? Do they unite your past or unite your future you want? The future you must create. Hey, this planet's made better or worse by the people we choose to become. What I've learned is most people don't choose the worst life, they just don't choose the best.
Speak truth.
What if every one of us didn't just seek to be the best, but our best? Every day with a business or opportunities, we can touch a lot of people, we can make a lot of money, we can profit each other in a lot of ways because everybody has a solution to somebody in this room.
Yeah.
Think about that. You ever wonder why God's intrigued by your life? Because you carry a difference. You carry a solution, something special in you, and somebody needs something you have. Don't allow yourself to be tamed and domesticated. Well, this is happening to me. Get around and stir your own stuff up. If I am where I am in the next 6 months, am I good with that? Hopefully that stirs a little fire under you. Is my marriage in the same place and it's flatlining emotionally? Am I good with that? We have no passion. We have no intimacy. If I'm in the same place in my relationship spiritually, am I good with that? Hopefully that makes you a little hungry, because I know what hungry people get, they get filled. They move, they desire. Give yourself reasons why the next 6 months is going to be a little bit better. It's a privilege to serve you. Thank you for listening to my little rant. You got a lot of great people. God bless you all. I'm going to turn this over to the leader of Lance, Connor, and Mike. It was a great